Yes, this is Grant Putnam Landscaping. I'm at the Young residence here in Wilton. I'm just gonna walk around and kind of rehash what we talked about. Okay, so I'm just gonna point out everything that I see and we take it from there. Another idea is you might end up putting grasses or perennials along this border or on the outside here. You could even do overwinter bulbs so you get the flowers come really early spring. It's a really inexpensive way to get some color early spring. Or you could do perennials around this area. But I think this gap right here would be nice to fill in. Okay. The dogwood tree you're probably gonna have to replace and take out. Obviously the 3 rhododendrons have to come out. Then we talked about taking out the lilac. You got 4 lilac, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the front that I'd suggest taking out. The 2 sky pencil holly have to come out. Okay, and we talked about doing more of a simple approach with dwarf boxwoods in the front. Okay, so there's this area here. It's roughly about 18 feet long. Okay, and this area over here is another, call it 15 feet by 6 feet. Okay, I still think you need some height on either side of the stoop here with something, so I'll give you some options for that. Then you have another 20 feet from here to here for, again, maybe some dwarf boxwoods. You're gonna have to extend the bed, cut a little bit of the grass away to be able to do that. Okay. Then there's another area through here. That's another, call it from here to here, another 12 feet. Right here, I would add something with interest as far as height and color. Perhaps a tree hydrangea here. Then more dwarf boxwoods running along the front. That's another 20 feet from the tree hydrangea to the next one. Over here, you could do another tree hydrangea, or you could do another different type of upright shrub. Okay. The tree is not doing well. The dogwood tree is not doing well. It's probably getting overwatered from the irrigation system. Okay. I'll walk this way around. You might add a red dwarf Japanese maple over here and transplant this in the fall somewhere else. That's like a 4-inch caliper tree hydrangea, so that's actually would require a big machine to move it. I would probably leave this in the same spot. Maybe plant another viburnum over here, another Marissae viburnum. You could probably get it 4 to 5 feet and just let it grow over time, and then trim this one back, and then 3-4 years from now they'll be similar in size. And that's probably what I would do. Nice beech tree, styrax tree. That looks nice. Not enough sunlight for the privet in here, so those I would take out, definitely. And potentially just put in more American boxwood. Or something else that loves the shade to cover this view from looking in this way, so I would consider that. That's like another 8 linear feet. Okay. The trees might have anthracnose, the Norway spruce. I'll cut a sample and I'll send it in, and we'll see what you have going on there. There's also a lack of sunlight in the back corner. The lawn, he's obviously got pea spots from the dog. Only way to fix that in the spring is you'd have to actually put in new sod. So you do spot sodding, you cut out the grass and put in sod. But in general, you know, you really got to be on a full program. You got to core aerate it and seed it every fall if you really want a beautiful lawn. The issue is going to keep on getting worse. You've got some poa grass in the lawn, which I showed you in the front. You got a lot of different types of weeds growing here. So again, it's about a 2-year process to get this looking really good. This summer, we could kill out the weeds. The weeds are going to continue wanting to grow. Then we core aerate and seed it in the fall, and you'll get a huge leap of improvement. Next year, the lawn will look a lot better, and then you seed it and core aerate it next fall, and then the following year, you just say, hey, wow, this lawn looks great. So it's a good size lawn. It's going to be a good size amount of cost to do this, but it might be worthwhile. Okay. The birch trees, you got to cut those back because they're going to get really leggy and the snow is going to come down and crush them. So I'll consider doing that if I was you. I would take out the Otto lichen laurels in here, replace them with green velvet boxwood. So you'd probably end up doing one green velvet boxwood here, another 4 over here. Okay. All right. This area, we spoke about moving these 2 trees and transplanting them, putting one over there to fill the gap, and then moving this one, sliding this one over. Then you have about another 45 to 50 feet of linear space in here that you could add more spruce. Further up on the hill, so you're not sitting in the water, the lower area in the bottom. And obviously the white pines aren't doing well down there. So you can cut out the white pines that are dying. And I would at least remove 1, 2, 3, 4 white pines that are dying. Transplant 2. You have to wait to transplant those until like almost September. And then plant in, and again, another 45, 50 linear feet of evergreen trees, Norway spruce over here. This area is pretty shady, not very little sunlight, but you're probably going to want to cover this, so you could take out all the rhododendrons in here and put in other shade-loving plants for this area. Okay, it's like called a 8 linear foot area. Cut these spirea all the way down to the ground. Cut this one all the way down to the ground. It'll actually look good come summertime. Maybe you could leave. Well, 2 of them aren't really looking great. Probably too much. Probably overwatering down here. But I would take out these 3 rhododendrons. Maybe you could leave the one in the corner. You could almost see that's overwatering because that's the lowest spot of the bed. And then put in other plants in there that can take a little bit of water, and they're going to look much better. Try to block that. Okay. So that's about it. So I'll shoot this video over to you and we'll take it from there. Thank you.